It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot woot! Hi everyone, this is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining me for our August session of Moda University. Moda University is a monthly club where we feature our new Moda Fabrics, show you some projects and inspiration, and get to share with you all the latest and greatest things in the shop. This month we have a special treat that we have a trunk show from Doug Leko's newest book, TableTastic. It's going to be so exciting and I can't wait to show you. So let's get started by showing you our fabric selections for the month. Every month we give you your choice of a fat eighth bundle. A fat eighth bundle has 8 fat eighths, which is equal to 1 yard of fabric. Our 4 newest options for the month are the Naughty and Nice collection from Basic Gray. You have beautiful florals, great dots, a peppermint stripe, some text, and some cute little elves here. We split the Chill collection by Zen Chic into 2 collections because they're just so yummy. We have a warm side with the deep navy and the natural color with a titch of gold metallic. And our second option is the cool offering that has the chilly silvers and then the light blues into a dark blue with a titch of silver in here. And lastly, we have a grunge offering. Can never go wrong with grunge. And this inspiration was the sunflowers that are blooming in August in southeastern Wisconsin. Whether you choose one with your membership or more, and if you're not in club, feel free to come into the shop to choose any of your bundles. Bundles are available for $13 a piece. Now I would like to show you some of the other fun things that go along with our Naughty or Nice collection. We have beautiful fat quarter tower that we put together. We have the entire line for yardage here. So beautiful. And what is really fun and exciting this time is that we have some other tonals rather than additional grunge in this line. So this blends with all of your favorite grunges, but you don't have to worry about missing out on a new grunge color in this line because there were none added. We have the fat quarter tower, a half yard tower if you need a little bit more of everything. We could even put together a yard bundle for you if you choose. And then we have the 10-inch squares, 5-inch squares, and 2.5-inch squares. Remember, these 2.5-inch squares are awesome for giving you just a little taste of every single fabric that we have in the line. So if you weren't sure how you wanted to put this together, you could grab a candy, take it home, and plan your next project. Our next line that I want to show you is Chill. With the Chill line, we have the fat quarter tower, and that is 1 each of everything in the line. Oh, how awesome is that? We have a half yard bundle. Yes, if you were interested, we could be able to cut a yard bundle for you as well. Just call and ask. We have the 10-inch layers, 5-inch charms, 2.5-inch candies for a small project or 4 swatches, as well as the jelly roll. So yummy, so fun. All of those in stock. We're working on getting those on our website. I'm not sure if they're quite up there yet today, but they are going to be up there very soon. If you are wanting to order from afar and you didn't find them there, feel free to just give us a buzz and we'll be more than happy to hook you up. We're going to start by showing you now our project of the month. So our project is this beautiful wall hanging, or you could have it be a table topper. It's a small version of a project by Pat Sloan. It is called Friendship Abounds, and this pattern is included in your club packet. It is fat eighth friendly, which is just so wonderful. The full-size quilt would measure 60 by 72, and it would require a total of 24 fat eighths and some background. We went ahead and we just used our 8 fat eighth bundle and paired it with a yard of background, and it measures 36 inches square. I just love this simple block and how the setting of this block by having alternating vertical rows offset with half blocks just gives it such interesting look. So let's see how we put this block together. This block is very simple. You're going to take your 8 fat eighths and chop them up, and you will have all of this left over. Pretty cool that you can make that nice wall hanging and still have pieces left over. The block is a very simple construction. We have different size rectangles. We're going to put these two together, that together, to form these quarter squares. Each of the quarter squares are rotated. Piece them together as a 4 patch to have the whole square. So really easy peasy. Then for your alternating rows, you are going to only put the halves together. We're going to hop back to our wall quilt here just so that we can see how this went together here. So you can see our 4 pieces, our 4 quadrants of the square, and we have 1, 2, 3 squares on 2 of the rows, and then you have your 1, 2, 3, but in the center it's split. Each of the fat eighths can yield 5 quarter squares. So an 8-pack could make 40 square quadrants, which would then, if you divide by 4, that would be 10 blocks that you can make. We used 9 of the blocks in this sample. You can quilt it up as desired. To finish it up, you are going to want a 1.25 yards of backing. And if you are going to be using our bias binding on a roll, which is really awesome for finishing off all of your projects, especially if you wanted to use grunge with this basic gray naughty or nice collection, you would want 4.5 yards of that bias binding on a roll. If you were looking to use your own yardage for your binding, you would want to go ahead and just get 1/2 yard for that. So that's super fun and easy. If you had wanted to make it into the full-size quilt, you're going to need 24 fat eighths, and so 24 fat eighths would be 3 packs. With the naughty or nice, I didn't get to show you, we have a real special bolt style that was introduced with this collection. And you can see here we have 3 different fabrics on one bolt. Now, you could either use this as a stripe or you could cut it up. So I'm going to show you here. This is one side and this is the other side. So if you got a 1/2 yard, you would have only 3 different pieces. Does that make sense? Okay. So really fun different options. You could have fun borders. You could do fun squares that you could put into a different quilt, or you could leave it together and use it as a fun border going across that way, or a great back. This comes in several different colors, but my favorite is the mixed green and red. I love, love, love it. I think it's really cool, and I don't think these bolts are going to last long. So make sure that you stop in or call to get yours today. Other new fabrics that we got this month before we get to our Stitch Happens are Farmhouse Flannels. Let me show you what we have here. Oh, so Farmhouse Flannels, that is Lisa Bongine of Primitive Gatherings. She is a Wisconsin designer. For those of you that don't know, she has a wonderful shop up in Menasha. And she has a yummy, yummy, yummy new fabric line, flannel, Farmhouse Flannels too. And I just love how thick and sumptuous this flannel is. So if you look at a normal charm pack, and then you look at that flannel charm pack, you can see it's twice as fluffy. So super soft, and it is in some really nice neutrals. So we have the pre-cuts in the charms and the 10-inch layer cake, and all of the yardage here, and I just love this piece. This is so fun, so cute, so cozy. There's one whimsical piece in here that has the little lammies here, and it is a faux patchwork. You can keep it together, you can use it as a great back, or you could cut it apart. So I love, love, love this little cheater piece, and it's so super cute. The next two fabric lines I'm going to show you are more of teasers of what we have coming. We have some great autumnal fabric. First up, we are super excited for Ghouls and Goodies by Stacy Itsu. We have received the layer cake, the 10-inch squares, and I'm going to flip and show you a little bit of the close-ups here, so you can see here that we have just super cute characters here. Really fun small scale. We have mummies and candies, lots and lots of really fun things here. Trick or treat, smell my feet. We have that in the 10-inch, 5-inch, and 2.5, and then also the jelly roll that we have. And there's a fun panel that's going to be coming with this one. We are expecting that yardage shortly. And then on a more elegant note, we are anxiously awaiting for Arboretum Metallic. So this is a gorgeous metallic line in autumnal fabrics with that nice gold metallic. Blends well with some autumnal fabrics that you may have before. So we have 10-inch, 5-inch, and 2.5-inch squares, as well as our jelly rolls. Super yummy. So still waiting on yardage for Arboretum Metallic and the Stacy Itsu Halloween, but we do have the Farmhouse Flannel in stock. Now we are going to talk about our Step E for our Stitch Happens. So for our Stitch Happens, we are going to check out Part E. So for Part E, which is on page 2, we are going to be making this block here, which is a very simple combination of cut squares and half square triangles. For our half square triangles, we are going to start with our 2 squares, right sides together. We are going to lay our quick quarter ruler on top, draw our lines, sew, cut apart, and press. And then we are going to arrange our block. This one, the trick of this one is laying it out so that you can get that ombre look with the color. Our Kansas Trouble version, which might be hard to see the contrast on the video right here, and our solid version is right here. Now we're going to look up at the wall quilt, and we are going to find out where our Part E is. Our Part E is going to be this corner base of our machine. You can see how this color all flows, and we are borrowing some of the fabric from block D into block E to just keep this continuous flow. After we have this piece finished, we can go ahead and you could put the base of your machine together if you choose. I know several of you have been working ahead and having tons of fun with that, and I just love seeing all of the different versions of the machines that you're putting together for your sewing rooms. Now we have our treat for the week. I'm so excited to be able to share with you a trunk show from the TableTastic book. These quilts, or table toppers and runners, were sent by Doug. We started making a couple of them already that are hanging in the shop, but we have so many more to show you today. These will be hanging in the front foyer for you to look at for the next couple weeks, and I hope that you enjoy the show. So what we're going to do is I am just going to do a quick reset. Frank is going to have you focus on our Stitch Happens block in case if you needed a recap, and I will see you in a second. So what are you working on this week? Are you having lots of fun doing some great sewing? Did you get over and get a cream puff from the State Fair drive-through? Did you try making your own cream puffs? Last weekend I tried making my own cream puffs. They were so much fun. And I also was able to pick up some of that Saz's mozzarella marinara in the freezer section. Not as good as the original, but it definitely hit the spot. So here we are, and we have a special guest this week. Hi, Doug. How are you today? So glad you could join us again this month. Doug's book, TableTastic, has 20 patterns, tables and runners and toppers, spiral bound here, and we are going to go through and show you some of the runners here. The first one I'm going to share with you is Trafalgar, and Trafalgar is this beautiful runner here. Each of the runners that he makes in his book, he makes in 2 colorways so that you can see it and imagine different ways with it. They're all pre-cut friendly, and while you might not have the pre-cut specifically for them, you can know that they work really great with your fat 1/8 packs, and they also work really well with scraps. 2 very different looks, same pattern. All of these pattern names have British names, and so you can go on a little travel expedition as you are making these different runners and toppers. The next one I'm going to show you is Queen's Garden. This one is made in the beautiful new Holly Taylor line that we have in the store. So pretty. Queen's Garden. Next up, perfect for your candies, the 2.5-inch squares. This one is called Millbank. Super fun, super simple. So if you were grabbing the candies to check them out and plan your larger project, but you didn't want to waste them, after you're done, you can just whip them together into this fun little project. Next up, we have Tower Hill. Tower Hill is made from Naughty or Nice, which we have in the shop. It's a 27-inch square. Now we have Royal Albert. Having the points gives your runner a little bit of an elegant finish to it and is not hard at all. I love the 3 blocks that are put on point. And if you love any of these blocks, you can also think about how you might want to make the project larger. You could take these blocks and be inspired to make a larger quilt. Southgate, a 22-inch square. London Wall, a 17-inch square. This would be a great pillow top. Not pillow top, pillow cover, turned into a pillow cover. I can't believe he sent all of these. Isn't this amazing? Commonwealth, 18 by 48. And you can see some of these are current fabrics, some of them are fabrics from stash. And isn't it great to see some things that you might have at home so that you can think about what projects you might want to make with them? This one here, Bedford Court. Kensington Square. 24-inch square. Here's another one where we have two different ones. This is Piccadilly. So this is a Bonnie and Camille. I'm going to pin this one up so that you can see next to the next one I'm going to show you. So it's Piccadilly in Bonnie and Camille and Piccadilly in Holly Taylor. Look at how different they are. I just love it when you're able to see different projects, same pattern, two different projects, makes it look entirely different. I was matching up the patterns with the project names and trying to put them in order for the presentation, and I didn't realize at first that these were the same pattern. So I love when it's able to play a trick on us like that. Just a couple more. If you're local, you're totally going to want to make sure that you come in to see these. And whether you're local or from afar, you need to get the book. This is Victoria. And if you love playing around with quilting, a table topper is a great way to be able to practice your quilting skills. So this one here, I'm going to see if I can bring it forward a little bit for you to see it. Can you see this a little bit? Maybe not so much. And you can play with custom quilting for being able to work on your skills. This guy here, this is Otley Court. This is a beautiful piece of fabric from the latest Three Sisters Christmas line. And this is a beautiful piece of fabric. You also could take your favorite panel square and put this window pane in it. I love that we have a unique window framing on here to give it a little bit more punch. Looks really cool to be able to focus on the beauty of the fabric. And for any time of year, we have Hyde Park. These beautiful spools. This one is done up in batiks, which is beautiful. Now Doug has one. His hands are a little tired right now. He's been driving down from Minneapolis. So I'm going to give him a hand to show you Soho. We presented this a couple months ago in a different fabric line, and you can see how elegant this can be. This works well with our fat 1/8 packs as well. I hope you enjoyed that trunk show. This book, again, is TableTastic. Doug has a full video of all of the runners in the book. if you had wanted to see that video, and that's on his Antler Quilt Design Facebook page. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to hop back and we are going to give an overview of all the fun things that we talked about today. See you back in a second. I'm getting hungry for that next cream puff. Maybe even some shake 'em up lemonade could be really yummy. All right, so now we're hopping back over. And thanks for joining me back. We have our beautiful project here that we made. We made it into a small 36-inch wall hanging, full size, 60 by 72, perfect for the fat eighths that you've been collecting. We shared with you the Naughty or Nice collection, which has this beautiful piece as well as the great yardage that we have available in store. Chill by Zen Chic, super contemporary, whites, naturals, shades of blue, love the text, and that titch of shimmer in that metallic. It's a flat metallic that's in there. Then we have a hint of what's to come with the Arboretum metallic. And this is your traditional glitzy metallic that will work back into other beautiful autumnal fabrics that you have collected over the years. Farmhouse Flannels, the great new line from Lisa Bonjean of Primitive Gatherings. Great flannel. We have the full line in store. Nice, plush, yummy. And we will be getting the Ghouls and Goodies by Stacy Itsu. Super cute novelty Halloween for your fun project. We will be sharing with you the grunge contest that we have several customer quilts that will be hanging in our store from September 1st through the 14th. We'll be showcasing them with you and asking for your votes. One of the lucky quilts will be advancing to the national competition where there are prizes from Moda Fabrics. So I can't wait to show you. I know that the quilters have been working on them since February, so it is super exciting, and I know that there's a lot of creativity. So we'll be having those hang in the shop in early September. If you can't make it in, please know that we will be featuring them online as well. Thanks so much for joining us today. I hope you had a lot of fun. We had fun with you. Until next time, happy quilting and see you soon.